Top struggle meals. I think you up first, Tone. In your life. Cause you know me and Tone, we come from the gutter, boy. It done took a lot to put get us here. Cream corn sandwich.
That's my first struggle meal.
You know what? What was that?
Is it?
That's when I realized I was at the bottom of
I ain't
the
never
bottom.
had that.
Did you cry when you had to make that?
I didn't cry, but I was just like, God damn, man, we in here. We in New Mexico. New Mexico already a poor state. So we poor in a poor state.
I used to eat pork and beans and hot dogs. We called it beanie weenie.
Oh, I remember the hot dog pork and bean combo.
You chefing it up on the hot dog. You got the beans going on another burner. Because their hot dogs always tasted weird.
Yeah.
When they come with the hot dog in it, it's like, this thing been in here too long. Like, canned meat, it's just, the texture is like, your teeth go through it too fast. And it's already a hot dog, so it ain't really much real anyway.
No. Ramen is always struggle.
I was going to say that of all
I'm not talking about this new fancy ramen. I'm talking about the packet.
So ramen was poor culture more than it was Japanese culture.
100%.
When I tasted real ramen, I didn't even connect that this was a poor version of that.
Yeah.
Real ramen have all kind of stuff in there. Mm-hmm. They got eggs, they got pork belly, they got...
The presentation is fire.
Man, they was like, man, take all that stuff out. Get the noodles in the water.
Pack it.
The packet.
Pack it. You throw the noodles in there. Here's the sodium. And hush.
I'm going to switch it up for you. I'm going to give you a dessert.
Oh.
Cinnamon sugar toast.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, it was only a struggle meal in like cost and preparation. But as far as taste, man, my brother used to make that for me. He'd take butter to the edge of the toast.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was always something different about your sibling stuff.
Why your sibling be like, nah, how I do it
every
is this.
time?
When I would make it, mine would be always black around the edges, and in the middle would be buttery. So you got to eat through the to get to the good part.
For the Mad Nacho Libre Toast Crunch.
Bro, this is the worst lunch I've ever had.
Rice and eggs. They're a great combo, but we struggling.
You know, that's like you don't have enough eggs. But I want y'all to feel like y'all had some eggs.
I want you to be full.
But the rice poor people gonna eat that rice.
Yes.
Fried bologna sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
with the bubble.
With the mustard, perfection.
Yeah. Crispy
bologna
edges.
is a totally different meat, cold than hot.
Oh yeah.
It's inedible to me. I cannot eat a cold bologna sandwich.
You never been able to?
I'd be about to throw up.
I used to eat bologna raw, cold.
Oh my God.
I would grab a circle of it and fold it and be like,
Tony.
I used to eat hot dogs cold.
You were a maniac.
I used to grab an Oscar Mayer hot dog and be like, Kraft mac and cheese is struggle meal.
The blue box.
It's
to
good.
Me, struggle is like how much it costs too. Like that's not an expensive thing.
No.
Manwich.
Oh yeah. Manwich made you feel like you was doing something.
Joe, you might as well gave me a monocle and a top hat. I didn't even know that was poor people food. Cause that ain't nothing but the ground beef plus the sauce.
Yes. Pot pie.
The banquet?
Yeah.
My whole life we had a freezer full of those. Get some Popeyes in there.
Get some Popeyes in there. I used to think they was called Popeyes. Like the Sailor Man.
67 cents. I'm going to go hamburger helper.
Cheesy Mac. The beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff I felt like I was
fancy. Oh, we doing it big tonight.
Yes. That cinnamon toast. After school. Straight to the bread, get some butter, melt it just a little bit, and then spread it all over, cinnamon and sugar. That was it. That was it. And like he said, your sibling always said, I do it like this and I do it like that. We did that in the house with Kool-Aid packets. You can't make the Kool-Aid right. Somebody either makes it too watery or somebody makes it too sweet. One or the other. There was one designated person who could make the Kool-Aid because we couldn't get no juice. Wasn't no buying no juice. It was Kool-Aid. Or you get yourself a Hug or something, one of them little juices. It wasn't no real juice in the house at that point in time. That was a struggle drink, Kool-Aid. But we would dress it up really nice, add some fruit to it when it was party time.
Now, I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is a secret recipe that has been passed down for generations in my family. The world's best Kool-Aid. What you're going to do is come with some fresh lemons, give them a good little old rinse, then you're going to give them a good old chop like such, just like that right there. Then you're going to come with some of that sweet iced tea. Layer that sweet iced tea in there, man, that much iced tea. Next, we're going to drop in a pack of tropical punch Kool-Aid like such. Now it's time for them lemons. We're going to squeeze a few, drop a few, squeeze a few, drop a few. Keep on repeating that same process until you're done. You feel me? And after that, man, we're going to come with some sugar. Not tell me that's too much sugar. That's just enough sugar. You're going to put white sugar and you're going to put brown sugar. Then you're going to come with another tropical punch Kool-Aid. And you're going to need 6 bottles of water. Not 4, not 5, 6, but like 5.5. This how it's going to look when you start stirring it up. You got to put your wrist to work. Make sure all of the sugar is absorbed. When it look like this, come get your motherfucking Kool-Aid.
Let me know what your top struggle meals are in the comments. Take a look at this video.
Today we try some of the most broke, nostalgic comfort foods that I grew up eating. First we got Armour Vienna sausages. Probably one of, if not the brokest, most satisfying food in America. I never used a fork for these. No microwave, stove, oven, or nothing. I feel like they've gotten a little smaller from back in the 80s too. Y'all ever drink the juice at the bottom?
What is going on? What is going on?
I did. If it ain't come from Armour, I don't want it. Very nostalgic. What y'all see what's in here? Cinnamon toast, the most undefeated meal on the planet. We used to eat this every morning before school. Rashad, breakfast is ready. Running downstairs sounding like a herd of animals. So I know some of y'all made this like this. You put butter on each side, then put butter in the middle, and put some sugar on it. Oh my God. It's good. But when you take butter and put on a spoon, because you ain't got no knife, and spread it around this motherfucker, and then put in the oven and broil it like this, unmatched. Now this is rice. Back in the day, I used to eat rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With a lot of butter and sugar. And it's still here. One day I tried ketchup. Most of y'all may not know nothing about this, but no mind. So I told my mom I was doing this video. She told me to try something. 2 slices of bread. She then told me to mix peanut butter. My bad, I ain't got a bowl up in here. And syrup. And we gonna mix it till it gets right. It's all nice and ooh. Look how smooth that mother laying on there. You see that? Ooh. God almighty. Get that perfect sweet and savory combination. Even balanced. You ain't got no other choice but to like this. I'm gonna probably start eating this every day. Y'all remember the Kraft box mac and cheese we used to cook on the stove? And add that milk, that butter, and that cheese packet and stir it up. It don't taste the same. It really don't. It's still good. Hold on. Hot dogs. Y'all remember this? Boy, those were the days. God damn! I'm not sure if y'all added ketchup, but here we go. Whoop. Oh my God! Last but not least, fried bologna. And if it ain't got the red ring on it, I don't want it. X marks the spot. I need my bologna burnt. Boy, I need it charred. I think we about done. See what we did with the red ring around the bologna? We chewed it. We got 4 bolognas. Damn, damn bolognas shrink. They used to shrink like that. Some use mustard. With, oh my God, which was probably the best combination, I ain't gonna hold you. Some use ketchup. Then some of us use mayo, Hellman's mayo. You really couldn't go wrong with neither one. Lastly, y'all ever do this? I don't know, maybe that was just me.
Now, we always say, you know, I know about myself. I grew up in the Black community. I know what struggle meals we had growing up, at least, you know, within our community, in our area. So feel free to add your struggle meals to the comments. But take a look at this one. I saw this.
Top 3 struggle meals for you.
I love a good fried bologna sandwich. Just white bread, fried bologna, mayo, my shit. Number 2, my favorite, every day as a little ching chong boy, rice and soy sauce.
That's extra struggle, dude. You didn't even put the extra accoutrements.
No accoutrements, dog. Literally just rice and soy sauce was my shit as a little boy. My parents were very excited about that. Like, oh, that's all he needs? Let's get it, right? They said that too. Let's get it. So that's 2. Instant noodles, man. You know what I'm saying? Thai mama noodles, I feel like are just top tier instant noodles.
I would say for me, Spam, fried eggs, and rice. That was always a classic go-to and a little kimchi on the side. Next struggle meal would be, of course, instant noodles. Shin Ramyun Black.
Okay.
That is my favorite one. The other one is also an egg and rice dish, but it's hard fried egg, soy sauce, sesame oil, and butter. And then you mix all that shit up and you eat it with seaweed. We talked about this in the death meals, right? Like before you would die, that's one of them.
My youngest son, he loves seaweed, so that might be something that he would like. But do you see, everybody talks about rice being one of the staples or the bases, ramen noodles, fried bologna sandwiches, the commonalities. But yeah, I can remember making fried bologna sandwiches. And yes, it had to have that bubble in the middle. And the edges had to be crispy. I don't eat bologna today, but it was, what they say, it was bussin' back then. It was so good. We ain't know no better. Now, once I was on TikTok and I typed in, types of struggle meals, and so much came up. So many cultures had their own types of struggle meals. And then I saw the Hispanic struggle meals, so I wanted to add that in here too. Take a look at this.
All right, y'all, today we're going to be naming the top 5 struggle meals every Hispanic grew up eating, man. Let's get straight into it. At the number 5 spot, man, we have the classic frijoles, and this is something that's always going to be available in every single Hispanic household, especially when you want to eat out, because whenever you ask a Hispanic parent that, Ama, can we get McDonald's? Ama, can we get Wendy's? It's going to be no, porque hay frijoles en la casa. At the number 4 spot, y'all, man, we have caldo, and the only reason I'm saying caldo is a struggle meal is because Hispanic moms only make this on the hottest days of the year, not when it's super cold outside, not when there's a little breeze, only when it's like 100+ degrees and you're sweating your butt off. At the number 3 spot, y'all, we have huevos con weenie, and honestly, this one isn't bad at all. Waking up in the morning and you're smelling this, you already know it's gonna be a good day. At the number 2 spot, y'all, we have sopa maruchan, and honestly, this food right here always came in clutch. Whenever there was nothing else to eat at the house, we had no other food, a sopa maruchan would always hit with some chile and limon. Woo! And lastly, at the number 1 spot, man, we have the legendary tortilla con sal. When you have absolutely nothing else to eat, I'm talking no sopa maruchan, no frijoles, no caldo, no nothing, tortilla con sal is always going to be there for you. And it hits every single time. I haven't had one in a really long time, but I might go make one right now.
Speaking of tortilla con sal, how about tortilla con sugar and cinnamon? That way we can have it on a tortilla. Might have to try it. It's probably delicious. Tortilla with sugar, butter, and cinnamon. Might taste like a churro. I don't know. But yeah, that sounds pretty good. But again, we see the base. Ramen noodles. Hot dogs. But this time with eggs. What was the other one? What was the first one? Yeah, the brain fog. We talked about this in a previous video. But all of these meals have some things in common, or at least across the cultures. It looks like everybody likes some ramen as part of the struggle meals. We have more in common than we know. More in common than we think. But yeah, tell me what your struggle meal was. Put it down in the comments. Share some recipes if you like. I might make another video, and it might just be budget meal recipes. So some people might not like the term struggle, but where I grew up, it was a struggle, and those were struggle meals. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Subscribe if you like, and you know I would like it. So just go ahead and do it. All right, bye. So it looks like regardless of culture, your blah. So So it looks like regardless of culture, your background, we all have some similarities when it comes to the struggle. And the struggle is real. Oh, that reminds me. When my youngest was born, we had like a t-shirt or a onesie making contest. Somebody put the snuggle is real. But anyway, off topic, right? So recently I have been thinking about, well, this actually goes along the lines of some of those grocery and can't afford rent and cost of living is high type things. How do we afford meals, making our meals, those struggle meals that we grew up on, right? Y'all remember struggle meals growing up? I think every household around me had a struggle meal. Nah. Remember growing up and you asked your mom what's for dinner and she'd say hot dogs and baked beans. And you'd be like, yay, hot dogs and baked beans. Or she would say ground beef and beans. It was hot dogs and baked beans. Baked ground beef with the baked beans. Something with some rice, chicken and rice. If you got lucky to have some chicken that day. We were struggling. Let's basically say that. Remember growing up and your mom said, for dinner, we're going to have pork and beans. Not pork and beans. Or breakfast for dinner. Oh, the excitement. Breakfast for dinner. Lo and behold, we were actually struggling. These were meals that were considered to be struggle meals. At least in the Black community. I don't know about other communities. But these were meals that were made out of the struggle. All I knew was, yes, these are so good. These meals are delicious. Yum, yum. But these were also considered, if we think back today, struggle meals. People consider those as struggle meals. At least in the Black community, we was like, oh, we were struggling. Those were struggle meals. And then, hold on. Syrup sandwiches. If you didn't have no peanut butter, no jelly, get yourself a syrup sandwich. If you can remember that, put something in the comments. Say, I remember. Tell me what your struggle meals were as you were growing up. Now, unbeknownst to me, my little self, our family was struggling in the 80s. Maybe even, no, I would say the 80s. Probably late 70s into the 80s. We were one of those families that were struggling. But as children, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. For the most part, we don't know. So we made it through the struggle. But now it looks like we're back in the struggle. A lot of people are unable to afford rent, mortgages, food, the basic necessities. I made a few videos recently. You can check them out here. I have a playlist of them. Please go ahead and check those out and add your comments there if you like. But yeah, we are back to struggling. You know what? I'm not going to claim it. I am not struggling. So I always appreciate when you comment. I'm very grateful for the engagement. It also helps my channel grow. So I so appreciate the comments. You hear my ice maker? I need a new refrigerator. Anyway, like I said, the struggle is real. I appreciate you commenting. I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for the engagement. My channel is seeing some growth and I'm really appreciative of it. And it's because of you that I am here today. And I just want to say thank you. So take care.
Good times, easy credit rip-offs. Good times, scratching and surviving.